delimitation row has been going on for quite some time now. There's this delimitation huddle that we are seeing with several leaders. There's Kerala CM, there's the Telangana CM, all these leaders backing MK Stalin. Do you think that the issues that have been flagged by MK Stalin government are valid, and what exactly is your take on this?
I would first thing would want to clarify that if Kerala CM is joining and Telangana CM is also joining in the whole thing, I'm surprised that do they have any clarity against whom are they fighting? Because the first delimitation that was done in 1971 was under the late Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. And if Congress is joining into all this, I am first surprised at what kind of a clarity they are carrying along with them. Because even then, the population of North India was definitely more when compared to the population of South India, on the basis of which today DMK wants to fight. Now, second thing, they say that they've been very good citizens and have followed the family planning and have controlled the population. Now, who has done all this? The whole problem of this has been raised by Sanjay Gandhi, the late, when, almost even people should now go through Kangana Raut movie to have a better clarity, that almost 1 crore of people were put through vasectomy. So I am surprised that the whole problem is cropped up by Congress, and they invite Congress and they think that they're doing a great job by doing it. This is basically to just ensure that they shut down the voices for the kind of problems that are being cropped up in the states where there is non-BJP rule happening. For instance, even if you look at Telangana also, all the promises that have been spoken by our beloved Chief Minister are not yet being resolved, have been, he's not standing up with the promises done. So is the problem even in Tamil Nadu also. The kind of issue that they are raising is just to divert the thought process of the population, of the Tamilians, the entire country, on the issues that Tamil Nadu is not successful on taking care of the welfare activities.
Madhavi, in terms of thank you so much for joining us on the telecast. Meanwhile, we also have with us K Annamalai, DMK spokesperson, joining us on the telecast. Thank you so much for joining us on the telecast. When we're talking about this delimitation row that we have been seeing, now we're seeing that there's a huge huddle taking place currently as we're speaking. How valid do you think are MK Stalin's concern related to this? And do you think, are you not convinced by Home Minister's statement after he spoke on delimitation?
See, delimitation is a very, very important issue which will affect the future of our country. That is the reason our Chief Minister has taken its duty to ensure that there is a fair delimitation exercise that goes on. The BJP does not want to do that. BJP is a Hindi majoritarian party. So they want to ensure that the process, they want to keep the process as a guarded secret. They don't want anything to be done in a fair manner. And Mr. Amit Shah's statements, what credibility can they have? He is not a very credible person. He will call it a jumla. He will say this in a political rally. That is why our Chief Minister says, do this in before the Parliament, give it to us in writing, and freeze it for 30 years.
And in terms of the issues that are being flagged, what do you think when we're talking about this huddle means? What is the significance in the broader scheme of things?
The significance is that we want to ensure that there is awareness, there is cooperation. Because the BJP, if you want to take on BJP, there has to be cooperation. And that can be achieved only by having a conversation. And a joint statement will ensure that everything goes right.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on the telecast and sharing your insights on that. But viewers, those are the visuals that you are seeing on your screens when we're talking about the huddle in terms of the delimitation joint committee meeting of that is organized by MK Stalin. Those are the live visuals that are coming in. You can see on your screens that is MK Stalin, and several other leaders are joining him and rallying behind him. That's the Kerala CM. You can see DK Shivakumar also present 10 there. So those are the visual that you can see. All the people who are backing him in this are present in the meeting. He is hosting them in Chennai. Vijayan, Revanth, and we're also set to see that Bhagwant Mann will also be arriving anytime shortly. And this is the first joint action committee meeting which has been termed as fair delimitation, and this is a key meeting that is been organized and hosted by MK Stalin. We have with us my colleague Anand Singh on the telecast with us. Anand, we are currently seeing that leaders continue to flock to this meeting of this joint action committee meeting. But when we're talking about a meeting like this, what exactly does this rally of support mean in terms of this row that has erupted?
Yeah, look, this meeting has been called by MK Stalin of all the non-BJP rules chief ministers, and we can see Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy, we can see Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, and even Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann is all set to arrive in Chennai. And MK Stalin today earlier in the morning, while receiving several of the leaders, he has said that this is going to be a historic day as they all are going to discuss the process of the delimitation. And earlier we have seen that how even the DMK MPs had a stage of protest inside the parliament and out parliament too, demanding that that this delimitation process is not fair for them and they are not going to accept it. So clearly they are trying to build a consensus, and even before the first JEC meeting that is going to take place today in Chennai, hosted by MK Stalin. So Stalin had earlier also held the all-party meeting of several parties there in Chennai. However, this was opposed by BJP, as BJP has earlier yesterday also announced that it will be holding black flag protest against this meeting that is going to take place in Chennai. And in that meeting, it was decided that JC was formed and several of the DMK MPs will be going and inviting several of the chief minister as well as several of the opposition members in non-BJP ruled state. And thus we have seen that how they had garnered support. Even the Bharat Rashtra Samiti leaders are going to attend this meeting from Telangana. Even Biju Janata Dal leaders are going to attend this meeting from Odisha, and several other political parties, those are in opposition in several of the southern states too, are going to attend this meeting hosted by MK Stalin. So clearly, this is the first step that the MK Stalin government has taken over delimitation, and they are going to hope that all the southern states, as they had raised concern that how this delimitation process will not only hurt their prospect as it will be based on population, and thus it is their demand that the 1971 consensus should be the main foundation for delimitation and not the new census that will be taken up in the coming days. Back to you.
All right, Anand, thank you so much for joining us on the telecast. Moving on, as the opposition huddles in Chennai, the war of words